My YouTube channel, and we're back with another review for Fruits Basket, but this time episode 10. This episode was, what other word is there better than good? Because this is me. I haven't. Uo finally meets Akito, and I was shocked about that because I'm not even gonna lie, I thought she was gonna go tit for tat, like oh, I'm gonna fight you. Even after Akito tells Uotani and Hana everything that happened with Kureno and her, with her stabbing him, Uo just goes up to her and hugs her, and I'm not gonna lie, I was just like, what? She stabbed your man! She stabbed your man, and you're hugging her? I just would have had a different reaction.
5 minutes later.
Just saying. I'm not gonna lie, Uo had a good point when she had her own little time to talk. She was saying that she was obsessing over like one day of meeting Kureno. Meanwhile, Akito and Kureno have been together for like ever. They've been together for a long time in comparison to Uo, who was obsessing about a guy that she just met, not gonna lie, for 50 seconds. Like they just knew each other for that day, and then they went on a date for like an hour or so, or whatever amount of time, but it was definitely less than 24 hours. And she was obsessing about it. And she's like, oh, I love him. And I'm just like, that's not how we do. Have you not watched Frozen? But that's neither here nor there. They're cute together anyways, whatever. This is Fruits Basket, so, I mean, this is not unusual from the norm. I guess Uotani was saying that even though she had met him and fallen in love with him, and probably vice versa, it doesn't really matter because he has more history with Akito. And she's not necessarily wrong about that. Toxic or not, they do have more history than her and Kureno. I mean, hands down. I mean, Kureno even has more history with Toru, if you want to put that in there. But I'm just saying, like, you only knew him for less than 24 hours, bro. It's really not that deep. But I do understand what it's like to fall in love like an idiot. So, to each their own. Also in this episode, Yuki and Kyo get into a crazy fight, and Yuki gives Kyo a freaking speech! The speech that he needed to hear his entire life. When I tell you, I was just like this. Yuki. Yuki. After that scene, I just have so much. I had respect for Yuki before, but now, man, he literally told Kyo, get your act together, stop making her cry, and go tell her how you feel. Now stop being a baby, confront your feelings, and move forward. And I was just like, yes! Yuki! I was so happy, guys. When I tell you this fight scene, I rewatched several times because I was obsessed, and I was so happy that Yuki finally, someone beat some sense into Kyo. Thank you. Beat some sense into him. It only took 3 seasons for finally someone to beat the sense out of Kyo and be like, yo, stop it. Like, yes, I get it. You have a difficult life, but you know, like, you can't just sit here and be making people cry that you actually care about, that you actually want a future with. You want a future with her? Then you do something about it. I was like, yes, Yuki. And it was crazy because Kyo actually got up and listened to him. Did you see Kyo's face when Yuki kicked down that door? Kyo is leaving to, like, you know, confront all his issues, or, you know, do basically what Yuki told him. He realizes he needs to go see his father. His father looks insane. Immediately, as soon as Kyo walks through the door, he's just accusing him of stuff. He's accusing him, oh, you're the reason your mother died. You're the reason my life is awful. You're the reason I have depression. You're the reason for this, that. This man is not taking accountability for his life at all, for nothing. It's a shame because, you know what? He's Kyo's father, and not once has he ever checked on Kyo. He doesn't care about Kyo because he thinks Kyo is a monster. He's never done anything to care for this kid at all. And Keo has had to go throughout his entire life with his mom gone and his father a deadbeat. I'm sorry, he's a deadbeat. Like, he's a piece of work. But hey, just gonna say this out loud, that's still your child. That is still your child. You can't just walk away from that. Sorry, you were part of that process too. It takes two to tango. Keo's starting to remember the things that he used to say to his mom. He says some really nasty things to Keo's mom. And now when you see it through Keo's perspective, all the things that he used to say to Keo and his mother, not gonna lie, you kind of see why she jumps in front of a car. He literally called her disgusting. He didn't want anything to do with her. He didn't want anything to do with her or her child. And that was his child too. He was constantly berating her, talking down to her, making her feel less than. It was so bad. You really are sitting here telling this woman she's nothing but garbage. Her kid is garbage, but they're both yours. Like,
stop it. Get some help.
And then you see that Keo even starts to realize, whoa, like, you said this before. The things that you're saying to me right now, you said this before, but to my mother. He's realizing now that his mom was probably depressed because his father constantly kept berating her and constantly kept verbally being abusive. Like, that was verbal abuse. Like, I just don't really know what else to call it. Just leave. Honestly, at that point, just leave. But like, at the same time, I feel like that wouldn't have made it any better anyways, because I felt like, I don't know the type of person Keo's mom was, but it seemed like she was the type of person that if the man did leave, it would break her a little bit. I don't know. I'm just assuming, making an assumption. I felt for her. Like, I really did feel bad for her because she's sitting here trying to raise her son. She's trying the best she can, knowing, I'm not gonna lie, she got the worst. I hate to say it. Keo is great, but she got the worst pick. I hate to say it. She got the cat who is rejected by the entire Zodiac. And not only is he the cat, he also turns into a thing. I'm sorry, I love Keo, but you have to admit, like, that creature that he turns into, it's a little scary. Even Toru was scared. And it's okay to be afraid, but the thing is, a lot of people treated Keo terribly because of that, and that wasn't really fair to him. She had a husband that was completely unsupportive, verbally abusive, and he just would not take accountability for anything. And then she also has a son, right? That is the cat that is excluded by the entire Zodiac, that is treated like a monster. So then, therefore, if he's treated like a monster, who knows how they treated the family? Like, who knows? The whole entire clan probably treated them like they were trash. If we think about it, like, she must have been rejected from everyone. Like, everyone must have been like, no, don't talk to her. She birthed the cat. Don't talk to her. Like, who knows? Like, I'm just making assumptions here and there because Fruits Basket is a little twisted, but who knows the kind of loneliness she had to endure. She had no one in her corner. Her husband wasn't even in her corner. She was alone. I hate to say it. And I'm not gonna lie, if Keo didn't have Toru, who knows? Maybe he could have ended up like his mom. He really was going through a lot of things that weren't really fair. He didn't ask for any of this stuff. Neither did his mother. And I just feel like Keo and his mom were just dealt a bad batch of cards. It just felt like, well, this is your life. Like, it just felt unfair. Like, it was unfair for their lives to be as difficult as it was. They had nobody else. Like, they literally had no one to turn to. Even Shigure at one point in one episode said, realistically, everyone is relieved that he's the cat. Everyone's relieved. And that's like, it's unfortunate that people really do think that way. Not gonna lie, if you think about it, it was kind of a small price to pay for everyone else. Like, hey, Keo's gonna be locked up in a cage forever because he's a cat and he's a monster. But to your benefit, that just means that you guys get to live your lives free. Even though you're still possessed by animals, you guys still get to live your lives free. I just feel like that wasn't really fair. But at the same time, it's like, would you pick your freedom versus someone else's? Especially if you have a lot to live for. And then he tells his father, I'm not gonna throw myself away. I'm not gonna give up on myself. And I'm not going in that cage. I thought it was not a choice. I thought you were just going to be thrown in there. I didn't know it was really, I'm not going to lie, I wasn't really sure. But like, I was proud that he was actually standing up for himself, because this is what I've been wanting from Keo. I've been wanting him to just stand up for himself and saying, no, I'm not doing that. I'm standing up for me. I'm moving forward with my life, whether you like it or not. I don't really care. And I'm so proud that he finally is saying this and standing up for himself. And his father's kind of in shock. He like stops him from hitting him and he's like, ah, you're hurting me. And I'm just like, his father is really a joke at this point. I'm like, oh, you a joke. You a whole joke. Throw the whole character away. Do it. No one needs you. No one wants you around anyway. So come on. You see another panel with Akito and one of the maids that has been taking care of her entire life. And she tells the maid, I'm leaving. I'm not staying here no more. Akito's like, I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. I'm not playing this game. I'm done. And I'm burning that cat's cage. And I was just like, yes, Akito. I was just like, it's been a long time coming, Akito. It's been a long time coming. The maid is like, you kids are so lucky you can just change your mind at the drop of a hat. I can't do that. I've been here for years. And Akito tells her, yo, do what you want. Stay here, change, don't change. That's up to you, buddy, but I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here because you are growing as a person. And I respect that. I respect that. And she refuses to grow. Kyo goes to see Toru in the hospital, even though she's being discharged. Like, it's a little too late now. Like, and he sees Toru and Toru sees him and she runs away like a freaking scared chicken. I'm just like, yo, if you saw the way Toru ran, she did not just run away like a scared chicken. It was so adorable but funny at the same time. I mean, what did Kyo expect? I'm not even surprised, but what did Kyo really expect? You kind of rejected her, so I would be shocked too. I would run away like a scared chicken too. I don't have any other words. Like, what other words? I need to increase my vocabulary because obviously there's not enough words for how much I love this episode. So what'd you guys think of the episode? I thought it was freaking spectacular. Like the video, share, and also comment down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.